Alright. We should be good. Let's get the game booted up. Okay, hold on. I want to pause this. Man, that's a big update. Oh, lordy. Alright, hopefully everything's working. Hey, what's up, Jack? What am I doing? They just put in the Skaven Warband in Warhammer Underworlds. So I'm gonna try them out, because I haven't had a chance to play them yet. Alright. How's the volume? I feel like it's a little low. And they also added a new progression system, so there's actually like a reason to play all the different warbands. So if you look up here, now you can unlock like cosmetics and stuff for all the different warbands, depending on your stats with them, which I'm super duper excited about because progression is like my life. You challenge me to a game. I will gladly play people on stream after I get in a couple games with these guys. So, oh, you know what? The problem is that my headset's too low. Hey, Jake Woo, how's it going, man? Let's go ahead and do a say hello to everybody today. We got Waximus, Kiro Haas, Adam, Jack, of course. Good to see you. Travis, Brian, Saurus Blood. Hello, hello, hello. Good to see you all. So I have never played these guys before. They just came out today. So let's take a look at what we're dealing with here. So we've got... So this is the Skaven Warband. A new deck name. Spikeclaw's Swarm. We shall name you... Mighty Great Deck. Oop, I can't spell. Alright, so we've got Scritch here. Movement 5. Single dodge, so he's not very defensive. And everyone here inspires whenever they use a ploy. What's his flip? Oh, wow. Okay, so... Wicked Halberd. Oh, he has 2 range. Okay. So he has a 2 square range. If he crits with an attack, he gets cleave and he hits on hammers. That's super strong. And then when he levels up, he gets +1 damage and +1 dodge. That is super duper strong. Return. Whenever a friendly fighter dies other than Kirk the Almost Trusted, I can bring them back and heal them to full. That's pretty sexy. Let's see. So, it's a card game and also not a card game. So it is a tactics-based board game that has a deck element to it. So there are cards involved, and there is deck building involved, but it is it also has a lot of like tactics about where you move on the board and stuff like that. So what is Kirk the Almost Trusted? So, oh, he's got a shield for defense, so he actually has better defense, but he doesn't have as many wounds. Scritch has 4 wounds, he only has 3 wounds. He hits on a hammer when he levels up. Wow, he got 2 shields on level up? Is that all he gets? Yeah, that's all he gets. That's still pretty decent. Then we've got Lurking Skaven. Worst attack stat, but double dodge. Only 2 wounds. Yikes. And he gets an extra attack when he's inspired. Festering Skaven is just a worse version of this one. Yeah, he's literally just worse. Because this guy has 5 movement, 2 dodge, 2 wounds. This one has 5 movement, 1 dodge, 2 wounds. But when he levels up, he gets just as good as this guy. That's super weird. Okay. And then Hungering Skaven. Oh, he hits on a hammer, so this guy's actually got a slightly reliable attack. And then he gets 2 dodge. Okay, so Skaven are just all about them sweet dodges. Alright, so those are our players. Let's look at objectives. Okay, and I'm going to actually get rid of all these, so I can just build it myself. Did I like your comment? Which comment? Oh, yeah. Yeah, yeah, I'm always happy to see people from Texas, my dude. Cosmetics. Okay, this one doesn't have one. What warbands are all in the game? I'll show you in just a minute. It's, right now, it's Skaven. There is a ranged focus, Stormcast Warband, a melee focus Stormcast Warband. There's a Cornate Warband, so like Warriors of Khorne with a Fleshhound Demon. There's a Ironjawz Warband, which is like all big armored orcs. And then there is the Undead, the Sepulchral Stalkers, which are skeletons. Alright, so objectives. Where are the unique ones for this? I know all the universal ones, but let's see all the ones unique to this faction. Scritch is the greatest. Yes, yes. Score this immediately if your leader takes an enemy fighter out of action. You definitely want to keep that. So whenever you're looking at objectives, the ones that score immediately are like, oh, they're so good. Because whenever you score an objective, not only do you get the points for it, but then you immediately get to draw a new objective, which is great. Numberless Swarms. Score this in the end phase if there are at least 5 friendly fighters alive, which means having your entire faction still alive, which seems very unlikely. Score this in an end phase if 1 or more fighters were taken out of action and a friendly fighter... Wait. If 1 or... Oh, so score this if at least 2 of my guys die. That's going to be really good. Score this in the end phase if the only surviving fighter is your leader. Might take that, but probably not. That's usually people try and snipe leaders. Score this if all enemy fighters have been taken out of action. That's interesting. I don't know why I would run this instead of Annihilation, though. Annihilation is just this, but better. I mean, I guess you could double up, but... Score this in the end phase if your leader is in your territory and not adjacent to an enemy. That's easy to do, but you can only score it in the 3rd phase, which I'm not a big fan of. Score this immediately if your warband takes an enemy fighter out of action while they are adjacent to none of your fighters. That's totally doable. Score this in an end phase if you scored 2 or more other objective cards in a preceding action phase. Maybe. Total Annihilation. Look at how many victory points that gives you. Holy shit. That's really hard to do. Score this immediately if your leader takes an enemy leader out. That's very likely with this warband. Precise use of force is really good. Score this in an end phase if no friendly fighter was taken out of action. I can see that being pretty decent. Let's see. When you're... Score this immediately if your warband takes an enemy fighter standing in enemy territory out of action. That we can do. Ploy Master is a must. Because our guys level up or inspire by having ploys used on them. And this one's literally just use 3 ploys in a turn. I could see Complete Victory working. Score this if all of your fighters are inspired. That's very likely to happen. We could run... I'm really tempted to run Live to Fight Another Day. That one could be really good in a certain circumstance. What else do we have? Score this if you have no more power cards in your hand. That's going to seem pretty likely in this one. Massive Assault is really good. Yeah, having all 5 guys out is very doable. I agree, but the spooky part is, oh wait, Supremacy. I think I'll take Annihilation as my last one. Well, actually, let's drop no more tricks for Denial. Crushing Force would be really good. We probably need some more that are more expensive. So we could get rid of Heroes All. And let's take maybe Supremacy? Complete Victory, maybe? Yeah, let's go Complete Victory. I'd really like to get Supremacy in there as well. Maybe you get rid of Advancing Strike? Or Massive Assault? That seems okay. Let's try this for now. Alright, Ploys. So this is going to be the big one. We're going to have 10 Ploys in our deck. What are those red symbols? So these coin symbols, these are glory points. So whenever you accomplish an objective, this is how many, like, points you get for accomplishing that. Which every point can be spent to buy an upgrade. And in addition to that, it counts for how many victory points you have at the end of the game. Is this like a Storm Vermin Warband? They're a mixed Skaven Warband, so it's got a little bit of Clan Ashen and a little bit of Warlord clans. Alright, so let's see what our unique cards are for Skaven. Aversion to Death. Play this after an attack action that takes a friendly fighter out of action. Push up to 2 friendly fighters. Okay, so if somebody dies, I could push 2 of my guys 1 hex each. Choose a friendly fighter and put them on guard. That's super good. Choose a friendly fighter. They switch places with any adjacent fighter. That's not bad. We want to get ones that target our guys, because if we play a ploy on one of our guys, then we get they get inspired, which is a big deal for these guys. +1 damage. Ooh, that's really good. Roll an extra defense dice for the first friendly fighter to be targeted by an attack activation. That's amazing. Play this if there are at least 3 friendly fighters adjacent. At least 3 people adjacent to the same enemy. One of those friendly fighters can make an attack action. That's very conditional, but I could see us getting that. Double the move characteristic of the first friendly fighter to make a move action in the next activation. They cannot charge, however. And once they have moved, they cannot be activated again. Choose a friendly fighter that's out of action, bring them back. That's amazing. Let's see. Duel of Wits is super good. I kind of like that movement one for, like, capturing objectives. Mighty Swing would be really strong. Oh god, so many of these are so good. Healing Potion could be really strong. And then I guess we could go maybe Mighty Swing so that one of our guys can, like, do a spin to win. Play this after a friendly fighter's attack action. Oh wow, that's good. But Play this during an attack action that would take a friendly fighter out of action. While there's a friendly fighter adjacent to them. On a shield or a crit, they do not die. Wow, they just survive. That's really strong. Urgh, this is tough. Play an upgrade. Doesn't cost any glory points. That's pretty good. Remove 1 wound from every fighter who's taken a wound. That's not as good on this faction. Play this during a friendly fighter's attack that has a range of 1. It has +1 damage. Oh, that's so good! Maybe we could get rid of Mighty Swing and take that instead? Ah, but I really want Mighty Swing in case we go up against, like, Undead or other Skaven so that we have a hit everybody around us attack. Because right now we don't have that. Can you ask Warhammer questions? Yeah. Okay, so let's try that. That seems like a pretty good start. And then upgrades. So let's go down and see what the unique ones are. Whirling Halberd. Target all adjacent enemies. That's pretty good, but it's double dagger. But we could drop Mighty Swing in exchange for that, which is pretty good. Let's do that. And that would actually let me go with... Wait, what? What is this? Choose a friendly fighter adjacent to 2 or more friendly fighters. That fighter gets to make a charge action. That's a weird one. So what? You get to make a charge action out of turn order? That's really strong. Throwing stars. It's pretty decent. Swarm of rats. Targets all adjacent enemy fighters. You can push this fighter 1 hex before they make an attack action, though not if they charge. Oh, that's really good. That would allow them to move while still swinging. After any action this fighter makes, you can push them 1 hex. That's amazing. On a critical hit, +2 damage? Yes, please. If Scritch is adjacent to this fighter, Scritch is always on guard. Black Hunger. This fighter's attack actions with a range of 1 have +1 damage and target all adjacent fighters, friend and foe. I like that. That's really cool. This fighter and 1 adjacent fighter can both make a move action. That's really strong. Oh, but they have to end further away? Urgh. I don't like that one as much. I don't know if I'm sold on Swarm. I don't know if I'm sold on these. Either of these could be really good. This seems like it's much more of an aggressive warband. Flat +1 damage is really strong. I already have healing potion, so I don't think I need regeneration on top of that. Do I want any of the keys? I don't think so. Acrobatic could be really good. Maybe throwing stars? See, where is shape? How are those just not? This is just flat out worse. Throwing stars is 3-inch is a 3 square range, 3 dice at 1 damage. But shade glass darts are the exact same thing, but on a crit you get you get an additional +1 damage. Yeah, those are just flat out better. Maybe trusted defender. Vampiric weapon could be okay. I don't need movement. All my guys are movement 5. +1 wound I could see being pretty good. But I think if I wanted to go movement, I would probably go flee. I guess flee is really strong. Well, no, not really, because all it does is... Yeah, that takes up an action slot, so maybe not. Opportunist could be really good. Sure, trusted defender. Alright. That'll be a good start. Is the Fireslayer Warband in yet? No. So these are all the warbands. Right here. So you have Spikeclaw Swarm, which is 5 Skaven. Sepulchral Guard, which is 7 Skeletons. Steelheart's Champion, which are 3 Stormcast melee fighters. Farstriders, which is 3 ranged Stormcast fighters. Iron Skull's Boys, which are 4 Iron Jaws. And Magor's Fiends, which are Cornates. And so from what I have heard, there's going to be 2 more warbands that come out very, very close to release that'll be DLC. All of these warbands you get just for being in early access. I think if you buy the game after it comes out of early access, I think that Spikeclaw Swarm and Farstriders are not in the base game, but I'm not sure. Yeah, the throwing stars are just terrible. They're worse than the shade glass darts, and they're only bound to a singular character. I don't know why you would take those. Unless, I guess you just wanted both. But alright, so I'm already at rank 1, so I'm not going to be doing ranked play. We'll just do casual play. See if we can get some games in. Which, if anybody is watching stream, feel free to hop into the casual game queue, and maybe you'll end up playing against me. Yeah, goblins will be much later, because it seems like they're adding these guys in the order they were released, which I think there's only 1 or 2 warbands left from Season 1, which are Fire Slayers, and I think there was another Cornate warband that was added. If I could make a race for Warhammer, what would it have been? Probably my #1 race for Warhammer Fantasy would have either been to fully develop one of the human races, like Araby, or to, if I wanted to make a completely new race, I would have done something like, I would have done the Fish People. The Fish People would have been awesome. Alright, so I won the initial roll-off, so my opponent gets to pick his board first. And the way this works is everybody has access to 4 map boards that you can see they have all this terrain, and these little skull icons are deployment slots. So those are where people can start. Empty squares are impassable terrain. And what he does is he picks his one first, and he's playing Farstriders. So I do want to kind of start up in his face with 5 of my guys. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think this one's the best. So I pick mine, and then because I pick second, I choose how these go together. Which... See, he only has 3 guys. I almost wonder if I should deploy like No, because he's going to be able to take better advantage of that. For Far Striders, his goal is to get into my deployment zone, which is it might be worth it to deploy like this, but I think I picked the wrong board if I was going to deploy like that. So, oh, okay, I ran out of time. That's fine. This is a decent enough spot. So it's a tabletop game. It is a tabletop game. It's not a card game. It has cards in it, but it's not purely a card game. You'll see here in a second. Okay, so he put down the first objective, so now I get to put down an objective, and I'm going to put it... I kind of want to be pretty aggressive, so I want to put it more toward more on his side of things, where I can actually get to it. So maybe let's put it there. Because my goal is to race over there and to get in his face. Guess we can put the last one here. No Seraphon yet? No, sadly not. I would kill for a Seraphon Warband, but they haven't released him yet. Alright. So let's see what we got here. If we take out an enemy fighter in enemy territory, we get a point. If our leader kills an enemy leader, we get 2 points. But these are both immediate, which is really good. Annihilation is very likely against this opponent, but oh, yikes. This is a really bad starting hand. It's all upgrades. So we're going to discard that starting hand. But we're going to keep our objectives. Because I want ploys so I can upgrade my guys. It's a card chess game. I guess that's one way you can think of it. This is much better. So we got Heightened Caution, Skaven Courage, and Duel of Wits. Okay. Alright, so he's having me deploy first. So I'm going to put down my first guy. And let's put down the Lurking Skaven here. This is kind of our Clan-Eshin dude. So right now we're in deployment. Here you can see all the different objectives. I kind of prefer this view. And they actually added like city backgrounds, so there's actually like cool stuff to look at now. He's way back there. Okay, so let's do the Hungering Skaven here. Seems kind of like our Clan Molder boy, seeing as he's got all the Black Hunger mechanics. Then let's do Festering, which is our Pestilence boy over here. And then we can do Kirk the Almost Trusted right here. And then Scritch Spiteclaw will go here. Alright. So he got the better roll, so he gets to decide who goes first. And our goal is just going to be to bum rush him. Because I do like bum rushes. Alright, so let's start with... let's move Bossman first. Nah, let's move him not first. Okay, let's start with the Hungering Skaven, and let's actually just go straight in for an attack. Wow, movement 5 is nuts. Look at this. Do I want to use Heightened Caution right now? Actually, I'm gonna run an experiment. Let's go ahead and use Heightened Caution. I want to see if it gets activated, if it will result in one of my guys getting upgraded. Because that's the big thing, is I want all my troops to be inspired. All right, Fal, have a good one, man. Do I think... Yeah, I do think we're gonna get a Seraphon Warband, just probably not for a little bit. Okay, so he... Okay, so that does not count for inspiring. Well, that's a bummer. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so Kirk, get to that guy. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think we're just gonna kind of go all in here. I really did not get some good hands. I think I might change my deck a little more after this. So let's let's move the Festering Skaven here and go ahead and swing at Swiftblade. Oh, we got a hit. Ah, he got a block. What a lame. Do I want to move? No, we don't want to move him because most of these guys prefer to have range. I need to get, what do I need for this? I need to get 2 more guys standing on a single dude. Yeah, they shoot lightning, but they're definitely just plasma bolters. Oh, he's attacking in melee. Okay. Woo, crit. Good defense. Defense. Who's the warband leader? It's Farstrider, right? Yeah, okay. So that's the guy we have to kill with Spike Claw. Okay, so the good news is he didn't move, which means I can do this now. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to move this guy to here, so I'll get support hits. We got a crit. Yeah, we did a damage. Take that. God, these guys are so tanky. Oh no, Retribution. So now he can attack back. But that's a ploy card, so I'll get to draw some cards. Uh-oh. Uh-oh! That's why I'm summoning back. Okay, so now I can play Duel of Wits, which will give me extra cards. Healing Potion and Musk of Fear. Put a guy on guard. Perfect. Okay, so now this guy's inspired and he's on guard, so he's harder to hit. That's great. I love it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. 1, 2, 3. Okay, we've got some options. That attacking out of order sucked, but that's okay. So we're almost assuredly gonna probably get rid of Skaven Courage, and we're probably gonna get rid of that other one I used a second ago. Oh, we got Vampiric Weapon. Okay. Hey, Hugh, what's up, man? I need to watch Songs of War? Okay, I don't know what that is, but I can check it out. So, I need to kill somebody this turn, or else I'm going to be in a really bad spot. But, man, these guys just don't do any damage. Hitting on daggers is so rough. So now we see what he's going to do. So, right now, he's not going to be able to inspire any of his troops unless he, like, moves towards us. Okay, he got a hit, but we got a defense, so we're okay. Oh, I could go for his leader. Yeah, let's do that. Wait, how do I... Where do I summon people in on? On any starting hex. Okay. No, he put him on guard. Damn it. Do I go for gold? Oh, I'm almost out of movement. Okay, so we're not going to go for that then. We're going to go for this guy back here. So let's move... Yeah, let's move here. No, let's move here and swing at Swiftblade. And a bunch of nothing. I'm hoping he'll do some damage to either Kirk or Spike Claw, so I can get this healing potion spent and upgrade them. Oh, you got a crit on that. Ah, that sucks. Anything but a crit and that guy would have been fine. Yeah, I'm definitely not feeling some of these cards I got. I almost wonder if this warband would be better for... Man, I'm going to have to do some thinking. Because on one hand, it feels like this warband is going to be really good at objective claiming. Just because they're so freaking fast and they're genuinely really bad at dealing damage. Let's see, the rate this is going... I don't think we're going to get that. We can keep the other two for right now. And let's get rid of Skaven Courage, and let's get rid of Bodyguard. Keep the rest. Did that Stormcast just moan? No, that was the sound of my Skaven dying. Yeah, I feel like we probably are going to completely redesign the deck after this. I think this warband's going to work a lot better at just running around the map taking objectives than it is at like killing the opponent, because these guys' attack dice are just miserably bad. I mean, they've got like maybe 3 guys that have okay attack stats. But their movement is so good! Let's let him go first. I always prefer reacting. Oh, okay, so that's a playback. That was a whole bunch of nothing. Okay, but now I can upgrade Kirk by switching places, so that's good. So we'll do that. Alright, so we're going to use Nervous Scrabbling. I think we're gonna get rid of Sudden Skittering as well, because Sudden Skittering does not directly target somebody. It's like a general thing. But this upcoming turn, all we're gonna do is resurrect somebody. Like, far away. Well, what's the move on these guys? Okay, yeah, they're able to get around. Okay, so let's go ahead and use Return. And we want to resurrect the Festering Skaven, like, over here. And then we're probably going to try and swarm Swiftblade, I guess? Yeah, I mean, hell, these guys have worse attack stats than the leader of the big guys of the Undead Warband, which is pretty sad, because those guys are already not that great. What other warbands are currently in the game? Right now, there's Cornate Warriors. There's 2 Stormcast. This is one of them. They're the shooting ones. There's a melee one as well. There's Iron Jaws, which are orcs. Oh my god. Okay, that's perfect. So, oh wait, no, that's not perfect. I don't want to heal him. I wanted to heal my boss. Whatever, it's fine. We'll deal with it. So let's use Healing Potion on Kirk. Awesome, so he's back to full. Man, I really wish I could move more than one guy. But, can't. Okay, so we need to go for... I guess I should go after the warband leader. Let's send you in first. Oh my god, I'm just completely whiffing on all my attacks. It's a bummer. Because I think then we can move Kirk in, and then we can try and bring Spikeclaw in from the rear. Yeah, I'm really not a big fan of how I built this deck for the first game. No, Kirk isn't the boss. Spikeclaw is the boss. Spikeclaw is the warband leader. Kirk is like the bodyguard. Oh, that was lucky. But he's going to be able to push me away, which is dumb. Yeah, I need something that would let me move my guys like just 1 inch. out of order. Like, I need stuff that's going to be able to allow me to maneuver my troops without it, like, actually requiring movement, because that's the problem I'm going to be having. Oh my god, we finally hurt somebody. It's a freaking miracle. Alright. Best case scenario, I'm able to... Like, he swings at Kirk again, or tries to shoot somebody. In the first attack, if he gets a crit, he gets double damage. That's so scary. Farstriders are interesting to play. Yeah, Farstriders are pretty nasty. Because they have range as an option, they can literally just stand there and not do anything. So if he rolls a crit, whoever he hurts is going to take like 1 billion damage. Because right now he's running at +1 damage and +1 damage, and if he crits, he does double damage. So he's going to shoot me. Woo! Good dodge. Good job, Kirk. Awesome. That's great. Oh no, not rapid volley. God damn it. I hate that so much. I hate... God. Oh. That... Oh, because he only gets on the first attack activation. Yeah. The first attack. So he didn't get any of the buffs. Whew. I was about to say, I was like, son of a bitch. Alright, so now we're going to send in Spike Claw. Spike Claw has a longer reach, though, so we're going to come in over here. Yay! So we got Victorious Duel, and we got Advancing Strike, and we got a kill. Beautiful. I love it. That's awesome. So let's put Black Hunger on the Hungering, and then we're going to put... we're going to put Acrobatic on Spike Claw, I guess. Actually, no. Let's put it on the Festering. Make him harder to kill. Spike Claw's going to be fine. I don't think he's going to be able to do enough damage to him for anything meaningful. Alright, Denial. Very likely we'll get that as long as we surround Swiftblade. And he didn't kill anyone this turn, so we're actually going to get Hone Survival Instincts. So that's good. We're actually going to be almost tied with him. Rolana, I might switch around, but I'm probably going to be playing mostly Skaven. I'll probably play a little bit of Undead. Alright, so we got Hone Survival Instincts. That's awesome. We're going to keep both of those. And we're going to get rid of Sun Skittering. This sucks. I don't like that. Unless we completely change how we're going to play the Warband, which is very likely. Alright, so I win the roll-off. I will let him go first because I prefer reacting. So what is this? Choose a friendly fighter adjacent to 2 or more friendly fighters, and they can make an immediate charge action. That's awesome. Let us charge out of turn order. The first attack action with a range of 1 or 2 gets +1 damage. That's awesome. Whirling Halberd. He can attack all enemies if he gets close enough. That's not terribly great in this circumstance. He's just going to shoot me. After this fighter makes an action, I can push them 1. Okay. What is this one? Before this fighter... Oh, this fighter can be pushed 1 hex before they make an attack. But only when they don't charge. Okay. Alright, so let's do... Let's do Sneaky Stab and put that on Spike Claw. And then to make him sticky, let's use Skitter Scurry on Kirk. Oh wait, I totally messed that up. I did not want to put that on him. I gave him the wrong one. And then we can use Momentary Boldness, and that's going to let us move this guy here. during our opponent's turn, which is just so sexy. And we're going to do nothing with it, but that's okay. It's just a matter of getting close. That's nice. But now I can get, like, +1 damage if I want to try and take out... Alright. Sure, we'll use that. Move here. We want to try and block him in so he doesn't go to our territory. That ability is fucking awesome. I love that one. Massive Assault. This one I need to get rid of. There's no way that's one's going to happen on a regular basis. So I don't think I want to do Frenzied Stabbing yet. I think I want to send in Festerling here to try and lock this guy in. Or we could bring over the Hungering, actually. That might work better. Reroll attack dice. Ew. Yeah, let's go ahead and move the Hungering so he can use his special attack. So we're going to bring him here, and he attacks all adjacent foes. So he's going to run over here and swing. Oh, he hits. Oh, that's gonna hurt if it goes through. God, I need to get something that lets him roll extra attack dice, because this guy's actually really, really good. But he just doesn't roll enough dice. Dang, he blocked it. There was a pretty high chance he was going to be able to block that, but that's okay. But this means that I can then go in with Spike Claw and give Spike Claw +1 damage, which is going to really, really hurt if it connects. What am I running on you? Yeah, you have Acrobatic. I gave you something. Oh, Sneaky Stab. Yeah, which is stupid. That's not what I wanted him to have. The question is, where is he going to push him? Oh, he had Trap. That's really good. That's a good play. Trap gives you +1 damage. Or it basically lets you do a bonus damage. It's really annoying. So I guess we'll move Festering up next. Ooh, I don't like that. We don't want this guy running into my territory. I need to put some damage on him. Alright. So let's move you here. Wow, really? Only 1 hit and 3 dice. That's a bummer. And we got nothing. Wow, we have just struck out continuously. But we're going to move him back here, so it's harder for him to move. Because right now he's moving 5. I guess we could use this. There's no reason not to use this. Well, that's not true. We should have probably saved it. I guess we'll draw... Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, he cannot get into my territory unless he has a card that lets him bonus move. And if he tries to kill one of my guys, that'll give him a victory point, but that'll also give me a victory point, so that's nice. I think probably the best thing would be to, like, I don't know. I'm in kind of a weird spot. I cannot kill this guy. Okay, so yeah, he's gonna kill Kirk. Ah, but he had precise use of force. God damn it. So I'll give him 2 victory points, but that's gonna give me another 1. How fast is this guy? Okay, he's fine. There's no point trying to kill anyone I can't. Right now I'm only gonna be able to do 3 damage tops. So I guess let's try for better objective cards. Massive Assault is fucking useless. Arm's Length. Yeah, that's not gonna do anything. See, I'm gonna get 3 points for denial. Yeah, that double point screwed me right there. Lightning Stride. Oh, fuck. He has double movement. That's not good. Double the move of the first friendly fighter. They may not charge. Okay. So that's gonna make him movement 6. No, movement 8, right? No, movement 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so he could get into my territory. Which I would need to knock him out of my territory for me to even have a remote chance of this being any good. Which, let's see, right now he's at... Nah, he's gonna win no matter what I do. But I have a good idea of how I want to change my deck. This deck was really bad. So another thing left I can do is move here and try and push him out. Wow. Oh, these attack dice have been miserable. All right, so that's game. I'm not even gonna be close. Or actually, well, I'll be close because I'll come out at 9 objective points. But he's gonna have, because he has objectives and we tied. That means he's gonna get. He's just gonna win. Oh wait, no, I don't get denial, right? Because he moved into my territory, so I lose by a bunch. That's okay though. So this warband is not killy. Oh my god, how many of these are there? Oh, we got portraits. Cool. So we leveled up our warband. Alright, let's completely change this. Wait, so how do you get alternate portraits? Oh, cosmetics. Ah! That's cute. Okay, so... First thing we gotta change is get rid of all the shit that just did not work at all. So a lot of these are killy, which we don't want. Some of these are okay still. Massive Assault, definitely not. Annihilation, definitely not. I could still totally see Denial and Complete Victory. I kind of want to go for Objective Play, though, I think. All surviving fighters are in opponent's territory. That's pretty likely to happen. Supremacy is very likely to happen. So let's take Supremacy. We could take... Conquest wouldn't be bad. Arm's length we're probably not going to get. Live to fight another day is not bad. Leading from the back is pretty easy to do. So yeah, we can take that. Brilliant, brilliant. Maybe we could do brilliant, brilliant. I feel like I need to get rid of more of these kill ones. Victoria's Duel's pretty decent, but... Let's get rid of the kill ones and focus instead of on objectives. See if that works better for us. So we could go like Tactical Supremacy. Maybe hold objective. Maybe we could take like hold objective 4 and 5. Like, or no, we could do like, well, we could take like the other Tactical Supremacy. Ready for a challenge isn't bad. That's a really specific one. Change of tactics is very, very likely to get off. I really want precise use of force, though. Because scoring immediately is just always better. Okay, let's try that. And then for ploys... okay, some of these were absolutely awful. Did not like Heightened Caution. Did not like Skaven Courage. Did not like Sudden Skittering. I did like the other ones, though. So we need to look for ones that have us actually pick one of our guys. Ooh, Aversion to Death is actually really good. We gotta look for the ones that actually have us choose a fighter. Like Second Wind could be pretty good. It's actually surprising how many of these do not have you selecting an actual character. Sidestep, and I guess Second Wind. That'll work. Yeah, let's try that. And then for upgrades, probably, well, Whirling Halberd. I'll have to think about that one. No, Flea I really don't like that much because I'm probably not going to have him. Actually, I guess that is going to be good. Because we probably do need to keep people around him to body block. If all of Skaven and all of Greenskin joined forces with the world end, yeah. Very much so. But hell, if just the Skaven or just the Greenskins united, the world would end. Okay, I like those two. Acrobatic is fine. Black Hunger's great. Festering Blades is great. Bodyguard and Flea is good, because I'll just keep those two next to each other. Skitter Scurry is great. Sneaky Stab is great. I guess we could go for a key. So maybe we could do like, where's the one for Objective 5? Fractured Key? Okay, let's try this. So this is a much more objective-based deck, but it still has some killingness through upgrades. See how this one works out. Is there a lore reason why the Skaven Warband has less members than the Undead? It's mainly because you have to remember that the average size of a warband is 3 to 4 guys in this. So like super elite warbands only have 3 guys. Moderately elite have 4 guys, and then like the spam ones, so like Flesh Eater Courts and Skaven are gonna have 5, whereas like the Undead will have 7. But the reason the Undead have more guys is it has to do with the way like the movement system works, because when you're dealing with like the Undead, the thing about them that's really cool is that they're able to move a lot of their guys at once. Skaven don't really have the ability to do that. You don't want to have too many guys. It's actually a bad thing in this game, Mr. H, if you have too many troops, because it means all of your guys are, quite frankly, going to be trash tier. And when all of your guys are trash tier, you tend to run into problems. Like, they just die super easy and stuff like that. Okay, so I have 5 guys. So it's going to be a good... No. Maybe Mirrorwell? Sundial's not too bad. I think Shattered Tower is actually probably my favorite. We'll just go straight on. It's fine. Mollog, the Warband of One. Yeah, well, he's a troll. Which helps. Alright, and we're going to put our objectives out so that we can try and force him to... I do want to spend most of my time in his territory, not my territory. Alright, what do we got? Change of tactics, advancing strike, hone survival instincts. I don't know if those are the best for turn 1. He's playing Stormcast, so killing his guys is going to be really hard. Second Wind. Okay, those are pretty good. With Second Wind, I could get double attacks on somebody. Wow, that was a terrible roll from both of us. I will let him deploy first because he has less guys than I do, so he's gonna get to go. He's gonna get to basically choose who goes first, regardless. So I'll let him. Okay, so he's starting up in my face. So let's put lurking. I kind of want to drag him down here, so let's put lurking there. Okay, let's do festering here. We'll put Scritch back here. Hungering. We'll go here. And Crick the Almost Trusted will go over here. Oh yeah, he got all the crits. So he gets to choose who goes first, no question. So I think what we're going to do is we're actually going to play... I think we're going to try and play fairly cautiously this first turn. Just to try and get an early objective point so that I can get Festering Blades out. Okay, so he's going for the lurking. Ah, dang, he didn't get his defense. Okay, so he's just dead. That's fine. So what we're gonna do is I think we're gonna go on guard with the hungering. And then attack with the hungering. Yeah, okay, cool. Good for you. Ah. Yeah, which, to my understanding, this game's pretty close to being out of early access. Wait, what is he doing? He just played a really dumb card. Oh yeah, I think this guy is... Unless... So, Righteous Zeal is literally a card that gives you the ability to... It gives him +1 damage on the first attack of this activation, which is my activation. But all I'm going to do is go guard. So, he's like, oh, look at me, I'm getting all nasty, and I'm just like, okay, I'm just going to stay here then. I wish the races had different death noises. They do in this game. Like, every race has a unique death noise. It's just the sound of them collapsing into shade class is the same. Trust me, I played this game a lot. That being said, I would advise most people to wait until it's out of early access. Okay, so we dodged that. That's nice. But I think we're going to go in for a charge on the leader next. Ooh. Yeah, that'll work. So we can switch these guys' places, which upgrades him, which is awesome. And then we're going to have him... How fast is she? Movement 3, so 1, 2, 3. Okay. Have you go over here. And that's going to give me change of tactics. Whee! Oh, nice hit. Alright, do I want to push him? No, we'll keep him here. So then what we can do is, we won't do it this turn, but next turn we can go for Festering Blades, which will go on the Festering, which will give him a really good chance to deal some good damage to Severin. So we go Festering Blades. I'm actually tempted to... I want to make him as successful as possible. So let's actually return the Lurking Skaven right here. And then we can run the Festering up to stab Severin in the back. What do you get when you upgrade? Yeah, I want to... I guess I have to wait till my turn to look at it. Because if we could kill Severin, we would be in a really good place. Yeah, let's go in this way. So I need to get a crit. Didn't get it, but we did do some damage. And we want to keep him there for the moment. Which is probably stupid now that I think about it. But let's go ahead. This is kind of a waste of a card, but we're going to go ahead and pop it just so we get the... just so he's inspired. Alright, so let's go ahead and get rid of both of these cards. We're not going to get these. I really want to get the objective cards. I don't think we're going to get Denial either. How old was Skrulk? Oh, man. Nobody, I don't know if that's really well recorded. We know Skrulk is definitely old. Like, he's in the hundreds ballpark, at least. Skrulk has been around a very long time, to say the least. I don't know precisely how old he is, though. Dang, I kind of wanted to go first, but... Oh, bodyguard for a price. That's going to be really, really good. But to get that, I need to move him closer. Oh, great. Now we have Playmaster. We do have Precise Use of Force, which could be good. Damn, I hate how many upgrade cards you have to have. Nothing. Okay. How do I want to do this? Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No. Man, I put all those objective cards on my deck, and now I'm not drawing any of them. Yeah, that's fine. Probably the best thing to do here would be to move him down here and swing. But that's going to let me use Momentary Boldness, which is going to let me move him... No. Yeah, there you go. Like that. And yeah, we'll drive him back. Best case scenario, we're able to kill this guy with Spike Claw, which would give me both precise use of, precise use of force. Uh-oh. Stay away from me. I don't have bodyguard up yet. Ow. Nice. Alright, so that'll give us some stuff. So now we can have bodyguard for a price. And we can do acrobatic on Skirk. So he's going to be rolling 2 defense dice, and he always counts as being on guard, as long as he's next to Kirk. If I were to make a new race, it would be flower people. Isn't that basically just what dryads are? I mean, correct me if I'm wrong. Good dodge. Okay, so I need to take objectives 1 and 2. Okay, I can do that. Not today. Oh, wait, no, I can't with what I have left. Dang it. Well, I can at least move this guy onto it. Nope, I can move him close to it. How do I want to do this? So what do you have? +1 movement speed. She can make everyone around her be on guard. Kind of want to draw... Yeah, let's draw a different objective card. Let's get rid of Brilliant. Lives are cheap. That could be a really good one. Though I think I've only lost 1 guy, and it wasn't even this phase. Alright, we'll move the Festering, I guess, here and swing at Severin. This is a complicated scenario. He's got 2 shields. She's only got 1 shield. Yeah, let's go for her, actually. Nice. And that'll deal... Wait, what? Doesn't he have the... Oh, right. He has to crit for that. Dang it. I forget that's worse than I thought it was. Oh, we almost got lives are cheap. I think we'll get rid of Skitter Scurry. Actually, no. Skitter Scurry is really, really good. But I need ploy cards. Let's get rid of Ploy Master, just because that takes forever to activate. There we go. Oh god, I hope I go first. That would be so nice. Yay! Yes, I will go first, thank you. Alright, so first thing we're going to do is... I want to move the Festering onto Objective 2. And then we're going to Healing Potion on Spike Claw, which will upgrade him. And I did not roll what I needed, so he only heals 1 wound. But now he rolls 3 dice for defense, and he dodges on shields and dodges and crits, which is awesome. Anybody not inspired? I think everybody's inspired now. Yeah. I probably should have moved this guy away from Severin, but oh well. Hope I'm doing fine. I am, Gotzer, thank you. Is there a difference between bands of mutants and beast herds in Warhammer Fantasy? Yes. So, ooh, that triple crit! A true beast herd is made, so a mutant warband is literally just humans that have mutated, but they still have like a semblance of humanity to them. They, you know, they're still people that actively will do things like gather together, or they talk amongst themselves. They usually become like bandits and all this other stuff, but they are people who fundamentally still have their humanity. The same could not be said of beast herds. You know, beast herds are collections of beastmen and monsters and all sorts of other nasty things who have been just completely disconnected from their society, you know, or they have no humanity left whatsoever. You know, they are completely wild, insane, monstrous things. And can giants and trolls join beastmen armies? Yes. It is not super uncommon to find giants alongside... Well, Chaos Giants are in the Beastmen roster, period, end of story. But in addition to that, you will very often find things like... you'll often... Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, interesting. You will very often find giants running around. And Chaos Trolls are also not a super rare sight. What do I want to do here? I guess I could attack with Spike Claw. How many? I've got 2 moves left. Okay, let's do this. Let's swing in Kirk. Nice. We'll keep him there. Alright, and then we can just finish him off with Spike Claw and that'll work fine. Because I can just move Spike Claw to 3 and swing in. And hope for the best. And that'll give us supremacy and tactical supremacy, which are awesome. But I think we'll actually... Okay, yeah, this is my last move, so that's what I'm going to do. So we'll move to 3 and swing in on Severin. Okay. Both hit. Ah, but he got a crit. Lucky ducker. Between Archaon, Malekith, and Nagash, who would I consider... Would I consider Nagash to be the least sympathetic and most evil of the 3? Yeah, I get... Nagash is the only one of the 3 who did not at least start off with good desired reasons to turn bad. You know, Nagash was the only one who actively very much only did it to further his own schemes and ambitions and did not have any like desire to help or improve the situation of mankind. So in that sense, yes, I would say that he is by far the least sympathetic and evil of the 3. Plus, him and Archaon overall had very similar goals, although Nagash's was much more simple. Yay, we won! Good job. Victory! Alright, so that definitely worked a lot better. So we hit rank 3. Which gives us what? Player title. Okay. How many ranks are there? 15 ranks. Okay. Alright. So, a little more editing to the deck is needed. I think we should probably do... I don't know if the Fractured Key is strictly necessary, but I really, really liked the defensive combos we got. Oh yeah, it's +2 damage with Festering Blades. That's what makes it so scary. Um, Flee, I think, could be... Actually, I think most of these worked really, really well. I think I just got too many objective cards at once. Push this fighter 1 hex before they take an attack action. God, I would kill to get something that would give... one of my guys... Oh, you know what? I should switch out Festering Blades for the generic version, which is Concealed Weapon. Critical hit. This fighter's attack actions with a range of 1 and 2 have +2 damage. Critical hit. This fighter's attack actions with a range of... Oh, that's only range of 1. Okay, so I actually do want Festering Blades. Because if I get Throwing Stars, then if he's two spaces away, he could still get that, which would be really, really good. I would kill for one of these that would give me additional dice. Oh, you know what? Actually, for Black Hunger, the best thing is you could just give him another weapon. But I don't know what I would get rid of in exchange for that. Like, I guess I could drop the Fractured Key in exchange for just a more reliable attack. Like, maybe Disengage... Shade Glass Spear. Well, that breaks after 1 attack. Hero Slayer is definitely not what I want. Demonic Weapon. Low Blow. Both. Oh, wow, that's really good. Yeah, let's try that. Let's try trading out that for Low Blow. Because if we could get Low Blow and the Black Hunger on the Hungering, then he would be able to roll 2 attack dice instead of just 1, and he would be hitting on hammers and daggers, and he would hit everybody adjacent to him with +1 damage. That's pretty sexy. So if we end up playing against, like, Undead or something, or other Skaven, he could basically one-shot almost all their guys. I thought our ploys did really well. Second Wind I wasn't a huge fan of, but I can't... I don't see anything else that would allow me to just actively pick one of my guys. Yeah. Like, Reflected Injury, but that requires them to be hurt, which most of the time they're just going to be dead. Flickering Step could work. But I think I see Second Wind coming in handy more often. Yeah, that's the tricky thing for this one, is to get all of your guys, like, to get buffed. You have to do that. And where's the one for if everybody is, like, upgraded? Because I'm definitely pulling that off, like, every single time. There should be one that's like, if all of your fighters are empowered or inspired. If all of your fighters are inspired. Yeah, I think that's worth switching out for. Let's get rid of... maybe not, because it's only worth a single point, which is a bummer, because that's actually kind of hard to pull off sometimes. With some warband. Like, with this warband, I feel like that's genuinely hard to do. Yeah. That's a bummer. Maybe we could get rid of Lives Are Cheap? Or Brilliant Brilliant? Brilliant is going to be pretty hard to pull off, I think, most of the time. Victoria's Duel, I see being pretty easy to do. Oh, wait, no, that's not Victoria's Duel. Let's keep Scritch as the greatest. Alright, let's try that. Any skins for the Skaven? If there are any skins for the Skaven, I have not unlocked them yet. I think they're tied into the progression system now. What's my favorite faction in AOS right now? My favorite... I would say lore-wise, my favorite faction is probably, honestly, the Nighthaunts. I would say the Nighthaunts are probably my favorite faction right now. Seraphon are a close second, but I really don't like the way Games Workshop handled their most recent book. Like, playability-wise. Lore-wise, I still love the Seraphon. I really like their new book from a lore perspective, but gameplay-wise, I feel like Games Workshop totally dropped the ball on the newest Seraphon book, which I need to make my review video for that, because now I mostly have my thoughts collected on it. I was pretty disappointed with the new book. How many storm vermin from the Crimson Guard would it take to kill a Black Orc? Just a regular Black Orc? It would only take... A single storm vermin from Queek's Red Guard would be capable of killing a Black Orc. It would take a little bit of luck on their side, but it would be like a fairly fair fight between the two of them. If Warhammer Fantasy was still going, would I be okay with a bug/hive-like race? Yeah. I've always found it weird that there's not a bug species in Warhammer Fantasy or Age of Sigmar for that matter. Just because they have the Tyranids, I guess, so they don't want to put them in Fantasy as well. Kind of like how they have, you know, the Skaven and Dwarves in Fantasy and don't want to make a future version. Because I think something similar to the Tyranids would work really well in Fantasy. And, I mean, there are creatures like that in Fantasy. Like, there are insectoid creatures, and there was an insect empire, but it ended like a super duper long time ago. They talk about it in the Gotrek and Felix book called Orc Slayer. It's the main antagonist, the bug monster. She's like a ant queen, essentially. Have I considered playing Seraphon armies against other armies? I have, actually. I have played other armies with the Seraphon. But it's mostly that I've been watching like a ton of battle reports and stuff like that. Kira Haas, I know that technically there are dwarves in 40k, but they're not like a playable faction right now. And they probably never will be. Like, they gave them a single model, which you mostly use for Underworlds. Wait, did I click on ranked play? Whoops. I did not want to do that. I did not want to do that at all. Okay, so I have to pick my board first. Yikes. I'm kind of partial to Mirrorwell. Just because having all my guys start off next to each other is really nice. Let's do that. Favorite moment of the end times? My favorite moment of the end times, like the thing that I got the most hyped about, was probably... I think the moment that I enjoyed the most was... See, he wants me to come into his territory, but we're not going to do that. Or he wants to come into my territory, but we're going to force him back. I don't know. I think my favorite moment was probably when Chalkhawks just like butt stomped all of the like big bads of Clan Eshin. That was insane. That was a really, really fun scene. I guess I'll put the last one like back here. Cold Shoulder, yes. I have played a couple of private games, but I've also been watching a lot of games. Okay, precise use of force and ploy master. Oh, yes, and we have multiple ploys. Awesome. This is a great starting hand. Yeah, Aversion to Death is really good. Nervous Scrabbling is amazing, and Duel of Wits is great. Okay, awesome, awesome, awesome. Okay, so he's going to choose who deploys first. Grimgore dueling Archaon was really good. That entire final fight was actually really fun. Okay, let's do you there. It honestly surprised me this warband didn't have like 6 guys. But that's just because they didn't want to give you the ability to like double move as their gimmick. And look at that dude's tail. That is a long ass tail. Alright, so he's starting like right up in my face. Let's do Hungering. We'll go. Let's put Hungering here. What do I not like about the Seraphon? So the biggest problem that I have with the Seraphon book was best expressed by a YouTuber I was watching when we were talking about the Realm Shaper engine. Because, like, the problem with the book is that there are a ton of abilities or skills that are pretty reliant on you just getting super fucking lucky at the start of the game. Like, the Realm Shaper engine pisses me off because it is a physically very expensive... ooh, he's letting me go first. It's a physically very expensive model, which is fine, but it comes with a huge downside of... I guess I could send Cricken first. No, let's send Lurking in first, and let's go... I really want to try and keep him on his side of the field. Let's go here. Like, the Realm Shaper engine, to be properly deployed, you put it down before anything else, right? So, as soon as the game starts, you have to, or before, oh wow, that got both of them? Well, that's fucking strong. Okay, so I need to use more cards like that. So the Realm Shaper engine you put down before anything else. So you put it down before terrain, you put it down before deployment, all that stuff. The problem that makes that super stupid is that the Realm Shaper engine, you put it down before you pick table sides. So whenever you put a Realm Shaper engine on the table, you either have to put it in the center of the table, where it's really far away from your own troops, and you're going to have a hard time getting to it to take advantage of it, or you have to put it... somewhere else on the table and just pray that or like put in a deployment zone and pray to God you win the roll off, because then you have a 50-50 chance of you basically that you roll off against your opponent, and if your opponent wins that roll, that's a bummer. Aversion to death. If your opponent wins the roll, then he gets your Realm Shaper engine. And if you lose the roll, and if you win the roll, you get it. And the stupid thing was that in the most recent FAQ, they said that anybody can garrison a Realm Shaper engine. So if you put the Realm Shaper engine in your opponent's deployment zone, then on accident, because you just put it, you put it in a deployment zone because you're like, oh man, I hope I can take advantage of this. If you screw up and your opponent gets to use it instead of you, then you end up in this pretty shitty situation where you basically just don't get to use it. And if your opponent garrisons it, then you just gave your opponent an entire deployment piece or entire piece of terrain that not only buffs him twice, because everybody inside of it gets -1 to be hit by anything, and gets -1 or +1 save for being in cover. So you just gave your opponent like a fucking amazing terrain piece to hide in. And that's supposed to be the Lizardman terrain. You compare that to like the Ossiarch Bone Reaper terrain piece, or the Flesh Eater Court terrain piece, or basically any of the other terrain pieces, and it's fucking bullshit. Like, I don't understand what they were thinking with that idea. I thought that was just like an absolutely terrible Like, objectively terrible design choice. It is a fucking garbage model because of that. Like, I will not buy a Realmscaper engine because it is so likely that it will not be useful, or if anything, that it will hurt you, that it's total bullshit. And it doesn't even do anything that good. Like, you compare it to all of the other terrain pieces in the game that just provide objective buffs, but only to the faction that uses them, and it's just dumb. Okay, well, this is going really poorly. He just one-shot Kirk for absolutely nothing, which gets rid of a lot of my damage output. I really fuck hating. I hate fighting the Farstriders with the Skaven. The Farstriders are actually probably one of my favorite people to fight when I'm playing with my spooks, my ghosts. But I do not like fighting them. He has 4 movement. It's such bullshit. I really do not like fighting them with Skaven right now because them having all the range that they do makes it really, really hard to deal with them. Just fucking one-shot my commander character, one of my commanders. Cold, yeah, I mean, I appreciate that, but I don't give a shit about casual gameplay. I mean, I can appreciate people that like casual games, but I don't really care what casual gamers think about a system like that, because they're gonna think everything is fine. Like, unless it's like so wow, he is rolling so good, and I am rolling so bad, and it's starting to rage me a little bit on the inside. I guess we have to attack with Spike Claw next. I don't really have a choice. I mean, the only good thing is I can one-shot one of his guys, but it's going to need to be a pretty lucky roll. But I might as well go for it at this point because this is going so poorly, it's not even funny. Yeah, let's just go for Frenzied Stabbing. And just try and one-shot him, I guess. We'll try and one-shot the commander. Oh my god, come on! Wow, this is going terribly. I'm gonna surrender if this keeps up, because, like, I literally failed every single dice roll, which is not statistically average. Other stuff that I dislike that there are entire swaths of the army that are just completely not usable in anything outside of casual play. Ripperdactyls, absolute trash. Both of the Skink Chief characters, the one on the Pterodon, the one on the Ripperdactyl, are absolute trash. They make the units that they're attached to barely functional. Because the Ripperdactyls do not have nearly enough tax to justify like how expensive those models are. Whereas the God. Oh, great. He's got 2 upgrades that give him that much damage and cleave. 2 hammer, 3 damage. That's fucking amazing. And he has 2 of those. Holy shit, that's fucking ridiculous. That's like some of the best stats in the... That's like... those. He has 2 of those, and those are like the best weapons in the game. Holy fuck, that's ridiculous. 2 dice on hammers with cleave at 3 damage. That's ridiculous. Alright, if he gets us here, then we're just going to surrender because we're just getting shit dice. But, yeah, the Ripperdactyls are absolute trash. The Pterodons are absolute trash. They don't do any damage. They have absolutely no rend. Pterodons can only drop rocks once per game, despite the fact that the drop rocks are completely unreliable. And, like, the odds of them... He has rolled a crit on every single attack that he's made this game. What a fucking bullshit. Like, you know, pterodons drop rocks in fantasy, which fantasy, okay, fuck this. Fuck this. I'm done. I'm not playing out that match. That's a load of bullshit. At least your rank can't go down once you're at max. That was fucking bull. Yeah, I'm not finishing out that game. Can't do anything if your opponent literally cannot fail a dice roll. I almost kind of want to do live to fight another day because these guys tend to die really fast. I feel like this is going to happen a lot less often. Yeah, let's drop that and go live to fight another day. Because live to fight another day at least gives me an option where if somebody is just like mowing me down, I can take advantage of it. Anyway, other things I don't like about the Seraphon. The Troglodon is okay, but he's super gimmicky. And he's so grotesquely unreliable in melee combat, despite the fact that he has rules designed about him charging into melee combat, and he doesn't have any command abilities, which kind of sucks for a character. The Engine of the Gods would be good if it didn't take up a hero slot. Plus, the Engine of the Gods got so hilariously over-nerfed that it's not nearly as powerful as it was in first edition, which is dumb because there's been a lot of power creep going from first edition to second edition, and the Seraphon just did not get anything to work with. The Carnosaurs are barely average compared to other monsters. So the fucking Terrorgeist, the Terrorgeist has an attack called Fanged Maws, where I think they can throw a minimum of 3 dice, but if they roll any 6s when rolling to hit, they deal 6 mortal wounds instantly per 6. Insane. And they can attack multiple times per turn. A Carnosaur is only good compared to other monsters until he takes over 2 wounds. Once he takes at least 2 wounds, he drops into literally being a trash tier monster that is way overpriced. Because if you compare him against his contemporary opponents, so if you compare him against the Stonehorn, the Terrorgeist, the Spirits of Durthu, the like a lot of those really big powerful monsters, the Carnosaur is just not up to snuff. Like, you have to use an absurd amount of command points to make the Carnosaur good. And even then, he doesn't have, like, absurd amounts of guaranteed damage like other monsters do. The Slawn are pretty good, but they're so good that you have to have them. Also, the summoning system for Seraphon is complete bullshit. You compare Seraphon summoning to any of the demons, so like Khornate, Slaanesh, Tzeentch, or Nurgle, all of their summoning systems are at least functional and are like pretty solid. Especially Tzeentch and Slaanesh, like they can summon oodles of garbage for virtually no effort whatsoever. They don't even have to build their list around summoning; it just works. If you're playing Seraphon, you have to get lucky to be able to summon a single unit of skinks on the table by turn 3. You have to get lucky, because you only get D3 points for the Slawn, and you get D3 points for Astrolith Bearers, and then after that point you have to get rid of spells in order to get it. So unless you're running a pure Slawn list, where you're running like 3 Slawn, a Troglodon, or I guess like 3 Slawn, an Astrolith Bearer, and Lord Croak, you have no hope of getting any reasonable amount of summons. It's a terrible book from like a competitive point of view, and it bothers me if that wasn't clear. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3. Okay, this one I kind of like. How am I liking the Skaven? I'm still trying to kind of get a hang of them. A lot of the more difficult warbands, so the ones that have more than 3 guys, I think you kind of have to spend some time with, because it can throw you off really hard. Let's put it there. Like, the Skaven are super weird, so I'm kind of trying to figure out their little... how they jive, so to speak. Okay, there's all sorts of weird objective placement here. I guess we'll put the last one, like, back here. Change of tactics is really good, and advancing strike is really good. Okay, how many... Beautiful. All right, awesome. We literally have a perfect starting hand. Yeah, the magma drought. That was the other thing, is that like all of the cool monster-centric factions have gotten really, really cool monster abilities where it's like, oh, you get monster traits because you're a monstrous faction. Like the ogres have that, the fire slayers have that, ton of people do. And they just did not give that to the Seraphon for no reason. I don't understand why we didn't get mount traits for the Seraphon. That bummed me out so bad. Let's actually put the Festering Skaven over there. Okay, I would actually be okay with the first turn, but I'm kind of indifferent. Okay, so he gets to choose who goes first. He could go in for an early hit here. Okay, he's not going to. That actually works for me. So, what am I going to do? Probably want to try and attack somebody in this territory, but I want to be really careful about it. So maybe let's move the Hungering up here. And then we want to use Nervous Scrabbling, so we upgrade both of these guys, which is going to improve their defenses. Ooh, Spoils of Battle, that's kind of spooky. What upgrade did he get? Oh, +1 damage? Fuck me, that's scary. Okay, ooh, that kind of makes me want to put Spike Claw in Guard Stance. Because he's just going to attack Spike Claw, so yeah, we might as well do that. That sucks, I wanted to use that on somebody else. But yeah, I mean, and I'm not trying to be like super like I hate them, because there are things I do like about the new Seraphon. Like Lord Croak is super awesome. God damn it! Stop critting me! Fuck! All right, well, Spike Claw is dead turn 1 to just absolute bullshit. God, there's literally nothing I could have done about that. Fucking Christ, dude. Now what? I guess we just swarm Oberyn and try and kill him. Well, no, he's in my territory. I don't want that. Fuck! Nope, I'm not doing that. I'm just gonna leave. I'm not doing that. I'm not dealing with bullshit where my opponent gimps me turn 1. I can't do that. I'm just not in the mood. Who brought up the Seraphon shit? That just pissed me off. Wait, hold on. I want to see. Let's get rid of Denial. I would rather go for another Tactical Supremacy. Because the sucky thing about Denial is you have to wait till so late in the game to get it to go off. But yeah, I don't know. Like, I literally have the Seraphon book in my bed because I've been reading it every night. But I like the Night Haunts just so much more. I feel like I can be so much more successful with Night Haunts. The only thing the Seraphon has going for it right now is that Lord Croak is kind of overpowered. And the Salamanders are very overpowered. Dreadnoughtalus, what are my thoughts on us getting a full map of Hysh? I love it. I love it. One of my biggest complaints about Age of Sigmar is that they've been playing so loosey-goosey with like all of the maps and specifics. So it feels like nothing can be tied down and you can't like study anything to learn the lore and all sorts of other little things. I think that was one of the biggest weaknesses of Age of Sigmar compared to Fantasy, was that it was pointless ever buying maps or getting invested in them because they were meaningless. They were literally meaningless. But I really like that the Realm of Light is like clearly defined, and plus the continents, from what they are saying about it, the continents on the in the Realm of Light are fucking massive. So, you know, I don't agree with anyone that's like, oh, they're too small. Like, each of those is literally like a huge continent. Oh, Rolana, you're fine, man. Someone pointed out the Realm of Light looks like a giant spider. Well, it's literally the realm. It's literally the Lore of Light symbol. Yeah, I personally just really hope we get full realm maps of all the 8 realms, or 9 realms, I guess, if you count the all points. Because I really dislike undefined worlds. You know, in my opinion, there's nothing worse than... I wouldn't say there's nothing worse, but it really sucks when you're reading a book and they, like, keep referencing, like, great battles and ancient empires and important cities, and just, it doesn't exist on a map anywhere. Like, they're literally just pulling it out of their ass, because it means nothing matters. Yeah, I've seen the Soulbound map, which those are good. Because that is where stuff is taking place, but I do hope we get, like, the entire Realm of Akshi map at some point. Which, granted, a lot of the time they don't want to do that because I understand they don't want to do that because it makes it harder for them to just, like, invent a new race. You know, it makes it a lot harder to just completely throw a new race onto a map if you've already explored the entire world. That was one of the things Warhammer Fantasy technically suffered from, even though I think that was just due to their laziness of not wanting to expand what they already had, because people would have lost their shit for like a full Kislev expansion, which now they're doing, or a Cathay expansion or an Araby expansion or whatever. I guess we should just do ranked. There's no reason not to do ranked. I can't lose ranks. And it's a lot faster to find an opponent in ranked play. Do I want to go to the Realm of Chaos in Age of Sigmar? Yeah, I would love to see the Realm of Chaos actually get invaded by a non-Chaos army. Like, one of my favorite things about Age of Sigmar is that Chaos is on the defensive a lot of the time. But I would love to see the realms of the Dark Gods actually be put under assault, because it would actually make it feel like things were even. Because one of the things I've always not really liked about Chaos and Fantasy and 40k is that it doesn't feel like... It has never felt like it is an opponent that you can legitimately fight and defeat. You know, it always instead feels like something totally alien or foreign. Well, yeah, the Garden of Nurgle had the Plague Garden book, which, A, I haven't read yet, but To me, that's not the same as like a full. I mean, like a full invasion where you're taking territory, you're blowing shit up, you're setting up permanent bases. There are like epic battles and entire campaign based around it. Not a Black Library novel. Like the Wrath of the Everchosen, perfect example of that. Granted, that was the All Points, not the Realm of Chaos. But, like, the invasion of the All Points by Death was awesome. I loved it. It was super fun. Like, and it was great because both factions win in their own way, but they both also lose in a different way. Hold on. I'm gonna exit out of the game and reboot it real quick because it might be a little... and get a little heinous with matchmaking sometimes. This Skaven Warband is... oh, it's because there's an update. Alright. This Skaven Warband is difficult to play. I will say that. They are just as hard to play as the Undead one, but I've gotten used to playing the Undead one. Alright, let's see if we can find a opponent now. I cannot wait for this game to go live. Because I don't feel okay like trying to be like, hey, people should buy this game while it's in early access, because I just don't believe in peddling early access games. So I really cannot wait for this game to go live so that, you know, we can actually start to do that. Let's do it like this. Lives are cheap, precise force, and complete victory. This could potentially work out for us. How many employees do we have? Musk of Fear. Ooh, there's always more. And momentary boldness. Okay. I think we can work with this. Look at all those support dice. What's their movement? Only 3? Yeah, okay, so we can put Kirk here and Festering over here. Okay, he's gonna let me go first. Man, these guys are so fast. Let's put you here for right now. And I'll wait to use momentary boldness until his next turn. Or the end of his turn. That way I can charge during his turn. And then immediately charge with another guy. Oh, interesting. Okay, so he's just going right in on him. which is fine because I'll just resurrect him. Oh yeah, I can actually do something with this. Because now that he's revived, I can use momentary boldness on Kirk here. And then he can just charge immediately and attack. No, no, no. Why is that so dumb? What? No, I want... Okay. No. Charge. Move here. Attack. What the fuck? Wait, nope, there it was. Nope, there. Jesus. That was weird. Man, I cannot roll a crit to save my life, and it's driving me insane. But whatever, I'll deal with it. Second wind? That's kind of a weird decision. Because, I mean, he can't attack right now. He'll be able to attack later. That's true. I don't know if I want him to charge yet. Let's have you charge. Oh shit, can he attack back? Yes he can. Ooh, thank God. Then what we can do is we can put guard on him to make him more defensive. Okay, he's already killed one of my guys. I need him to kill at least one more of my guys. Hopefully he'll kill one of these two right now. Do it! Do it! Yes. Great, so I've now traded 3 victory points for 1. Great trade! Awesome. Great stuff. Okay, I don't need him to go there, because I already have +2. So now what we'll do is we'll resurrect him. Let's see, 1, 2, 3. Okay, we'll bring him back here. But that is going to give us lives are cheap, so that's good. So now I can move Spike Claw. And he's really juicing him up. He can spin to win, right? No, he can't. He has to get an ability to do that? Yeah, I guess. Oh my god, we actually hurt her. It's a fucking miracle. Alright, so I think we'll put daggers on... We got life is cheap. And both of these are seeming pretty likely at this point, to be honest. Let's get rid of complete victory. Let's give lurking daggers, I guess. Oh no, Festering is supposed to get daggers. Shit. That's okay. Yeah, Festering was supposed to have daggers. Crap. That's alright. That's alright. You make mistakes. Learn from it. Okay, so we got own objectives 1 and 2, which I already have 1. Okay, so we just need to get 2 by the end. Hey, Chloe. What are you doing, big girl? Chloe's here. Chloe's my dog, for anyone that doesn't know. Let's see if I can get her to... Hey, look up here. What's that? What are you doing? What are you doing? What are you doing, big girl? She's been so tired today. Very nice dodge. Okay, now we can try and get Boss Man to finish this chick off. Come on, you can do this. Get a crit! Yeah, we got her. So that's gonna give us... Oh, that's so good. Ah, yeah. Oh, yeah, look at all those points we just scored. Okay, so let's go... Oh my gosh, we have so many options now. So let's go Festering Blades. And then we'll do Black Hunger and Low Blow. Hey, Chloe. What are you doing, big girl? So we can do Low Blow. And then Black Hunger. So now this guy attacks everybody around him, but he gets 2 attacks. And he counts everything as a success. Pretty much. Oh my god, double crit. Ah! Alright, he killed me, but not a big deal. We can bounce back from that. Do we go for daggers? Let's see, 1, 2, 3. Yeah, I guess daggers would be the best option at this point. Force him to come to me. Probably should have drew another card, but that's okay. What are you doing, Chloe? Huh? You ready to go to bed? Is that what this is about? Huh? You're a good girl. Yeah, I took her out for a walk yesterday, and ever since then, she's just been kind of wiped out. Not today, bucko. That was a really obnoxious place to move, actually. How many turns do I have left? Okay, so this is the turn that I want to resurrect that one dude. Let's go ahead and do that. Bring him back here. You're okay. I see you. Alright, Hugh, have a good one, man. Thanks for coming by. Oop. Ah, damn it! That's the one guy I needed him not to kill. That's stupid. Ah, it's super annoying. Okay. Well, I don't really have anything I can do then. What are my options? You're not going to do any damage. I guess I should resurrect that guy, just so I have options for next turn. I could attack with him. I guess I should... Yeah, I don't really have any good choices. I feel like I should do damage. What? I hear you. Oh. Yeah, I know. You're a good girl. You're a good girl. Yeah. Okay, let's get rid of change of tactics and advancing strike. Those are not gonna be happening. What? You're being so silly. You're making a lot of noise, puppers. Supremacy and live to fight another day. Okay. So I can go first. Yes, I will go first. Guess we'll just try and finish off this dude. Yep. Alright, so Oberyn's dead. Good. So he's only got one fighter left. And he's not close enough to charge. Let's use acrobatics on Bossman. Son of a bitch. Okay, Duel of Wits. Ah, I've got Bodyguard, but I can't. How much damage is he gonna do? +1 movement, +1 wound. Reroll defense dice. On a crit, he does +2 damage. Okay, so the odds of me surviving this are very low. I really don't want to waste that healing potion, though. I should have used it. That would have given me another defense die. But fuck it, we'll take our chances. Don't crit! Oh, thank God. Whew! Not today, scumbag. I kind of wanted him to hurt me so I could at least get a upgrade, but I guess that's not gonna happen. I do want to move him. Let's go to objective 1 and then try and get a push in. Okay, you can reroll that, but it's not going to save him. Okay. So we hurt him, and then we're going to just push him away, so he has to charge. Which, if he has to charge, he's only going to get to swing once. So let's go ahead and use this to just get Spike Claw to run 2 defense dice instead of just 1. Could just throw daggers at him, I guess. But I kind of want to, like, actually go for an objective. Let's send Kirk, then. Go lay down, Chloe. You're okay. Okay, here he comes. Okay, no crit. Ow. Oh, no, he had twist the knife. Fuck. Fuck me. Okay. Alright, so he's out of juice, but damn, that's a bummer. Alright, wait. If I move him here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, that's not gonna work. So he needs to go there. You need to go there. Oh no, I only have 1 movement left. Fuck me. Well, I lost again. God damn it. I needed literally just 1 more movement on the hungering. Yeah, that's a bummer. This is a fucking hard warband to play. This is tricky as fuck. Maybe I should get rid of all of the kill ones and just go pure objective cards. That way I'm not tempted. Yeah, if I had one more movement, I would have gotten Supremacy. Which would have put me at 10. That, which he still would have won. Fuck. I hate the Stormcast Warbands. The Stormcast Warbands are really, really strong. Like, I've gotten very good at beating them with the Sepulchral Stalkers, because you can just outkill them with Stalkers. Oh, I didn't even level up. That's a bummer. Alright, more deck editing now. Okay, so... more deck editing. Okay, let's get rid of let's get rid of the cards that encourage me to kill. Or stay alive, because staying alive just is not happening. Okay, and then we can go for Brilliant. And then just objective cards. So, like... you know, objective... Alright, let's try that on for size. I almost wonder if we'll end up wanting to do one where it's like you get, you try and have like everybody surviving at the end of the game. But, I don't know, we'll have to play around with that. I think it is possible to make a killy deck with these guys, but you'd have to practice at it. And it would be tricky. So in that event, is there any upgrade cards I can get that'll be better for keeping us alive as opposed to dealing damage? Maybe we get rid of Sneaky Stab. Black Hunger, I think, is a must keep, to be honest. Low Blow. Low Blow is really good. I might be stacking too much on one character, though. Because I could go keys instead of damage. So, like, we could drop Great Strength. We could drop Low Blow. And instead, we could do... we could do, like... Fractured Key, Dazzling Key. Actually, we should probably have a +1 wound, so maybe like drop Dazzling and go Great Fortitude. Try that on for size. How does Skaven fare against warbands with heavy range attacks? Typically, the ones that are really, really based on dealing lots of range damage they don't tend to do a lot of damage. Like the Farstriders. The Farstriders are actually pretty reliant on getting their upgrades off. Alright, so we're fighting another Skaven player. I choose board first. Okay. I hope they add more boards soon. Maybe this guy will be playing the Warband in an interesting new way. So I'm going to try playing a little more defensively with the objective control. You know, try and force my opponent onto my side of the field. At least when I control 3 objectives. So I have objectives 3. No, that's a really shitty spread. I feel like I get precise use of force every single time. Okay. We'll see how this guy plays them. Gonna stream for much longer? Probably not super much longer, no. Probably only like 1 or 2 more games. It's gonna take a lot of practicing to get good with this warband, I can already tell. Alright, he's having me deploy first, so let's go. Lurking here. Go. We can do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, we can do Spike Claw here. I always prefer to let my opponent go first so I can react to them. Has a human couple ever tried to raise a Gave that they have had rather than give it up and kill it? Not really. Just because if you got caught, it would be a death sentence. Really don't want to play either of those cards. Let's do it this way. What is this game? This is Warhammer Underworlds Online. It's a pretty intense tactics warfare-based game. Alright, we can actually go in to kill Kark now. Because he's only got 2 health left. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We can move like up to here. Nothing. And we can bring our own Kirk up to here to swing at him. These guys just have so little damage. Yowie. Well, that was a dumb place to move me. Oh. Well, not with that roll, it wasn't. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But you're already upgraded, so I don't really care if you die. This is a very strange matchup. Man, if I could get Black Hunger off, this would be devastating, because I could literally just wipe. I could literally just one-shot most of these rats. Uh-oh. Double shield. So we can use Aversion to Death now. I think the best way to use Aversion to Death in this instance would be to move you. That's scary. You can't charge once you've charged, right? Oh, you can! Ah! That card's actually a lot more powerful than I thought it was. That's super cool. Okay, so I just actually learned something really interesting. Wow, that's a super interesting card. Wait, no. Man, not being able to bring back a... Like, not being able to bring back anybody but the super trash tier is, like, super weird. Okay, but that will give me lives are cheap, at least. I can't revive anybody. Weird. Let's see if guard carries over between rounds. Well, Rolana, the Fire Slayer Warband should be coming out pretty soon. So hopefully we won't have to wait too long for the first dwarf one. Amazing. My deck is like 90% objective cards and I still didn't get any of them. I probably should have discarded that starting hand now that I think about it. Got really unlucky with effective placement too. It's gonna be weird. I'm hoping he kills like this guy or this guy so I can bring back the Hungering. And of course he doesn't. That'd be way too convenient. Could just try and finish off Kirk. Oh, God, this is so weird. Objective 5. It's back there. Which one is this? This the Festering? Okay, so we can give him daggers. Uh-oh. Interesting place to go, but okay. I should probably also put Hidden Pass in my deck. I guess that is like a nice guaranteed grab and lets you get behind people. Oh, lucky son of a gun. The only thing I can think is that maybe for this warband, maybe it is supposed to be kind of killy, but you're supposed to just spam buffs on the little guys so they can just get like super ripped and deal shitloads of damage. But, you know, they die, so you just summon them back to just keep hurting people. But the problem is it costs you an entire action to summon back. It's super weird. And, like, all the actual damage is on your boss. Knock me back. God damn it. I have gotten myself in a really stupid position. They're just so bad at hitting. Like, daggers is literally the worst trait. You do not want to be rolling daggers when rolling to hit. That is not good. Wait, I can return them to any space? Okay. I thought it was only the ones in my deployment zone. Oh, any starting hex. I see. That's okay, that's better than I thought it was. Any starting hex. Oh, okay. Now I understand. Wow. Okay, that makes like way more sense. Am I feeling lucky? Oh my god. Kill me now, chat. Kill me now. Yeah, I think I'm gonna be done after this. My dice are just so bad. I'm gonna probably practice with this warband a fair bit off stream. Try and figure out how they play. Because, man, I am just whiffing everything. Like, I'm just getting nothing done. Just failing constantly. Hilariously often. Like, I can't not keep failing. Oh, well, at least we got something done there. I just didn't want him to have that objective one. Normally I would give my boss +1 wound, but I don't really see the point of that. It really feels like +1 wound should be going on my little dudes. That being said, now that I realize you can resurrect your guys anywhere, that's actually a lot better than what I thought. I thought it because the undead have the ability to bring back anybody except their warband leader, but when they bring back anybody, they can only bring them back in friendly spaces, and that's what I thought it was for the Skaven, which is not the case. The Skaven can literally come back anywhere on the table, which is totally fucking different and actually a pretty big deal. 3 and 4, yeah, I mean, I guess that could happen, but I don't see it being super likely to happen. Let's get rid of these and see if I can get something bigger. I'll keep leading from the back, though, because we'll probably get that one. We'll hang on to that secret. Live to die, fight another day is really good. Ploymaster is not great in this scenario, but we'll do it. Alright, so he's probably going to go first. Probably try and get Spikeclaw to kill Lurking. Which I would much prefer he did not, but... Ah, we got Festering Blades. We could pull off some really, really powerful combos. Oh, he went on guard stance. That's an interesting choice. Oh shit, I remember. I forgot I have to record tonight. So now, if this guy crits, he'll deal 4 damage, which is hilarious. Ooh, I don't like that. I regret doing that now. Oh, jeez. Because he's going to be able to swing at everybody around him now. I mean, if I get a crit, I could kill Spikeclaw just right now. But that would take a little bit of luck. And by a little bit, I mean a lot of it. And we could try for it. Come on, crit! Nope. He got it when I needed it. But I at least moved away from him, so he cannot get the, he won't be able to, like, spin to win on me. Oh shit, I need another victory point so I can get an upgrade. Okay, he's running away. It's fine. I guess I'll resurrect the Hungering now. Because this guy's not going to be able to do enough damage to do anything. Oh, well, I guess I could actually try and kill one of these dudes. Jesus Christ. Why? Why do you do this to me, game? Okay, I think it's just going to be a scramble for objectives now. Yeah. He'll take the 3rd objective, so if we end up tied, he wins. If I recall correctly, he got rid of Supremacy, so he's not going to have that. Switch 2 objectives that are currently being held. That's a really good one. So now he has 1 and 2, so he probably has that 1 thing. I'm going to discard Ploy Master. I hope I get something better. Brilliant, brilliant. Oh, that's actually really good in this circumstance. I don't know if it's going to allow me to play any upgrades, though. That's the real question. So we got objective 1, objective 2, and objective 3. Oh, dang. Okay. I got leading from the back. What? Oh, right. I forgot. This is only if my leader's alive. Never mind. I'm dumb. I should probably get rid of that one. That one's only going to happen, like, in a really rare circumstance. Oh, we hit rank 4, though. Which we probably just unlocked more portraits and shit. Oh no, we got a new skin. Ah, cool. So let's actually take a look at that. So customize fighters. Oh, I got 2 new ones. So look at that. So we got the OG skin, then we got the Veiled Skeen, and then Clan Vermin. Oh, look, we got Queek Headtaker colors. Yes, please. Yes, I'm running them as Queek Headtaker. colors. Ah, I like that. So we got Clan Moore's colors. It's awesome. Or Clan Verminous, I guess. That's cool. I like that. Alright, so I'm going to do some theory crafting on this, but I think that's going to be the end of streaming for today. We got some skins, which is awesome. So I'll see you guys later, because my throat's starting to hurt from constant talking anyway. Because I'm supposed to record another episode of a show or thing tonight, so I probably need to do that. But I'm going to let my voice rest for a while. So thank you all for joining me. It was a fun evening of just hanging out. Hope you all have, a good evening. And I will catch you guys tomorrow morning, or probably tomorrow afternoon. So have a good night, guys. Take care of yourselves.